Hello and welcome to ThinkBait SideQuest. I'm your host Coco, and today we're going for something a little moody. We're gonna play Strange Antiquities. It's by the same developer as Strange Horticulture, if I'm not mistaken. If you haven't played that game or haven't seen that game being played and would like me to play it, let me know. But for now, as a thaumaturg's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. I'm not sure I said that word thaumaturg correct, but anyway. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. I love the facade of the shop. Look at the artwork. Oh my goodness. This game delivers on the mood and the vibes. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Spooky. Day 1. Alright, so let's take a quick look around in case you haven't played Strange Horticulture. It's the exact same kind of layout. This is the inside of the store. We run the store every day. We play by starting our day and having customers come in requesting items with specific attributes, let's say, and we must help them by giving them that item that they request. But we have to first find out which item does what. And usually we will have our trusted book with us, if I can find it. But the cool thing about this game is there's a lot to find. Look at that. Alright, oh, we found our explore button. So essentially what this is a bit of a puzzle game in a very unique style. Let's say. Let's just jump right in, but first we say hello to our little kitty cat. Oh, look at that. Each eye is a different color. I like to explore a little bit around the shop when I can and see what I can find. Okay, I don't know what this does just yet. But just to kind of know what's there. This is locked here. Okay, interesting. Oh, we can interact with this. Oh, interesting. Not sure what that does just yet. So in the previous game, it was plants essentially that had magical powers and attributes, and let's just jump right in. In this one, it's antiquities. All right, here we go. Oh, Eli White, that's the person who owns the store apparently. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I'm leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference material. Here, take this. I mean, you're reluctant. You're the one shoving this down my... Okay, there's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. You got it, Eli, although a little condescending. A little condescending there with, you know, telling us he's reluctantly leaving us with everything, but this is actually what I was hoping we'd get. Let's go down here. Alright, so same as with the older game, we have a point of reference. Let's take a look. All right, so um, this book tells us everything we need to know, and we can flip through it and read about all the different items. And these are all items that we have here in the store, and they'll come up as we go along. Here's our character database, if you will. This is Eli. Tells us when he's visited and what his job is. A collector, curator of powerful objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Oh, now we know. Hi, Jupiter. Ooh, devourer of souls. Jupiter is the thaumaturg's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturg. I really, amount of times I am saying this word, really hope I'm saying it correctly. Jupiter found Strange Antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Well, he picked us, like the cat distribution system. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight exploration of Undertermir and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Alright, so these are our introductory characters. This is a pivotal item for us to get started. And other than that, I don't see why we don't just jump right into day one. Alright, so Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. Oh, okay. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. That's good we have a cat. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's Boon. Interesting. Oh. So, let's inspect his hunter's Boon. Okay. Well, can we take it first? I can't seem to do anything with it, but alright, let's take a look at Hunter's Boon. See if it's in here. Hunter's Boon. Okay, there we go. A Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay, so he needs a replacement, as in, this is just a tag. Okay, so in the old one, in the settings, you can actually fill out the tags. I had it automatically fill them out for us here. That's why the tags are ready. Okay, so we're looking for, as far as the book says, a little trophy item made from a slain beast. The deadlier the better, but they're simple. Okay, so like a shark's tooth. Oh, there we go. Could it be this? Let's take a look. So, right, thank you. Let's I mean, this looks like a claw or a tooth of some sort. Let's inspect it. Okay, so the color is yellowy brown. So if we touch it, it's smooth, but with hard ridges, and smooth here. Nothing remarkable when it comes to sound, and it gives a sense of power. Alright, so I would say, since it gives a sense of power, and it grants power to the predator, and it's a simple item, and it looks like it's made out of a predator. I would say this is a pretty safe guess that this is our hunter's boon. We're gonna present him with it, and hopefully we've given him the right item. We have identified it. There we go. So the clues being it's a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator, and on closer inspection it gives a sensation of power. Grand. There we go. Oh, and we got some book contents. The Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment of feelings, such as love or joy. All right, so we're adding information to the book as we go. Okay, it's telling us we can add, like I said, more items, we can add labels, but like I said, I have it so that it's doing it for us for right now, and I think I prefer that just for the smoothness of the gameplay. Alright, so Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. Oh, poor guy. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Interesting. So he has like a dark spirit of some sort, maybe? And he needs a shadow hold. Okay, let's take a look. Shadow hold. There we go. A shadow hold, or Oshadic vessel, is a container of any kind. Sometimes a jar, or bottle, or some sort of a box. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Alright, so we're looking for something with an elaborate design, and it's a container. Okay. So now that this is identified, I can hang it anywhere in my store, but I'm gonna just put it right here. Okay, so it's ornate. It looks like a box or container. And let's see if anything matches that from what we can see out here. I would say this possibly looks like a good guess. Let's take a look. Okay, let's inspect it. So it's just made out of clay, markings carved in, and those kind of look exactly like the ones in the book actually. And it's pungent, smells very strongly, and that's it. Does it say anything about the smell? It literally looks like the exact same design though, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna say this is that. Let's see. Great, we're off to a great start. Perfect. Gave us more book contents. That's also great. Alright. Shall we take on the next customer? What's with all these ravens flying about Undertermir today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, let's put this back up. First of all, let's try and stay nice and organized. And let's take a look at this letter. Is there a way for me to close the book when I'm not using it? I don't know if that's a thing we can do. Close the book. Yep, there we go. Let's just stay organized. Let's take a look at this letter. Okay. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. So I'm gonna hold on to this. While we're at it, let's take a look here. On thematic fields, a thematic object produces a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thematic lens. Interesting. Diurnic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay. Can we keep this in here also? Alright, let's keep our paperwork all in place. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Oh, so yes, so if we hit the explore button, we can kind of travel around, and sometimes we need to actually go out and find items in the world, and sometimes there'll be puzzle pieces that help the story along in the world as well. So he said he left some items at the wine shop, was it? Or let's see, boatyard, old jail, museum, town hall, Undertermir station. Okay. Jacob's Folly, Undertermir church. Okay. So I'm guessing that means the Royston farm. The winery must be the farm, right? That's number 30, which is right here. So I can visit. Should I? Let's do it. All right. Royston Farm is as warm and welcoming as its owner, John. He greets me with a grin and a handshake, always eager to share a story or two about the land. I ask him to let me know if he ever finds anything unusual and leave him to his business. Okay, so that's not where we were meant to go. Where did he say? In the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Well, next door to us, a wine merchant. So we're number 29. So next door would have been... Oh, okay, so they're unmarked. So it's one of these. Well, I'm not gonna... Am I? I am. Alright. The proprietor, Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar, where I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Okay, we picked the right one. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Alright. Grand, we've picked up some of the items that Eli has left, and grand, none of them are marked. What happens if I put all three here? Nothing. Good. Okay. So that's how that works. I was gonna show the map, which you can pull up from here as well. It automatically will populate when we want to explore. Not sure what these are. More items. I'm assuming that... Can we... Yep. Can actually have nothing to remark. A sense of touch. It's warm. Sounds are muffled in its presence. Okay, so these are also items that we're probably gonna have to look into. Alright, I don't want to keep these here. It's making me a little nervous to have them here, because I feel like this is... What is this? Is it also an item? It is. Okay. Well, for right now, let's not lose it. We're gonna keep it in here. Let's see. Any more customers? I want an Osic ring. Osic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. He's speaking in parcel tongue. So, an Osic ring. He jumped straight out of the Harry Potter world. Osic ring, Osic ring. Let's see. Alright. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Croshen, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Croshen unearthly hiss when they hold an Osic ring up to their ear. Okay, so... snakes... Okay. So this helps get rid of rats and things. Kind of like a snake would, gobble them up. And we can hear a hiss when we listen. Okay, so a ring should be straightforward enough. Have we seen many rings? I mean, this hand has a ring on it, but it also has a hand attached to it. Let's study it. I have a feeling this might be what we need, but of course, you never know. Let's see, so let's go straight to hearing with this one. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Okay, so it gave me smell, not hearing. And hard and cool, leathery and bony, unpleasant to touch. And yeah, so yeah, this is not it. Okay, not our ring. Let's put you back up here. Can we not move the plant? We can. Okay, any other rings? None here. Okay. Please hold, sir. We are trying to locate your ring. Oh, we're gonna need an object that goes in here. Okay. Do not get sidetracked. Okay, I mean, does this count as a ring? It's not really an actual ring in the same sense that you'd imagine, you know, one that fits on a finger, but I think I'm gonna check it out. Just because, like, you know, I expect the game to kind of... Nope, nothing to remark. Okay, so... That's not it. Now, here's what I'm wondering. Since we picked up some new items only recently, could it be that we don't have this item just yet? Does whatever this thing is count as a... Nope. Nothing to remark. It's rough and pitted and it's stone. Okay, not a ring. It did say it needs to be an actual ring, correct? Like ring shaped. Yeah, okay. So, can we look up Croshen? Okay, so Croshen takes us to the ring, and the ring shows us Croshen. Okay, that did not help much. That did not help at all. Why is it? They're hard to come by, but they're sought after. Okay, no worries. Okay, okay. We're gonna figure this out. What's in here? Weights. Let's see. I kind of want to now test everything, whether it actually is a ring or just simply looks like one. Why do we have weights and scales? Alright, no problem. Is there anything in this? No, that's just this. Okay. Osic ring. Where does one usually find? Oh, there's this in here. Can we even open it? No. How about you? I know it's a bit of a stretch because these aren't actually rings, but they are ring-like. Scent and sound. Let's see. Nothing to remark. Okay. I'm starting to think there's a chance that we might not have this object. So... Okay. This is done. We discovered some... This is papers. So, assuming I don't have this ring for this man, do I ask him to leave for right now? I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. What are these? I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Oh, okay. We're only on day 1, and um, and already things are super spooky, but not so much so that we can't figure ourselves out just yet. Okay, so we're looking. I don't see a ring even in this part of the store. Can we look down again? All right. What about this? Has also got like a bit of a ring shape. Nope. Literally, I know it's a stretch, but we just gotta try. Does this count? Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. This is our item for sure. Okay. So again, it wasn't a ring in the traditional sense. It was ring shaped. So it's a good thing that we kept checking. Are we right? Yes. Made of bone. Oh yeah, I forget. See, this is where this game will get you. They do give you the lore and everything, but they also sneak in the hints. And I read this, that it's made of bone. See, had I focused on that aspect, I would have found it much sooner. Alright, so he's given us some more book contents. And he's off. Someone new. Okay. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. Alright, the ravens in the rain are going crazy outside, apparently. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunnos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Voice of Cernunnos. And this is the ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege. Like the 13 before him, he is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declination by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. So he's a bit of a bird connoisseur. Maybe he can figure out what's happening with the ravens. And Cernunnos, was it? We're looking for Eye of Cernunnos. Alright, so known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. Oh, he wants to go into their minds. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Okay. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They're powerful and should not be used carelessly. I mean, he seems to know, actually. I was gonna say I hope he knows, but he seems to know that it might help or do the opposite. Here we go. There's an eye right here. So, they're powerful. Okay. Eyes of the Forest. Doesn't give us much with this one. It's iron and green marble. Cool and smooth. Intricate detailing. I have nothing to remark about the smell or its scent. And nothing to remark about the inner perception. Okay. It is Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. So here's oh, there's a voice of Cernunnos. Did he ask for the eye or the voice? A voice, that's what he asked for. It was not the eye. Okay, sorry. You're not what I need. The voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze stork that has certain imbued properties with skill. Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Okay, so he's trying to read what's going on with them. So we're looking for something bronze. Okay. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. So I'm assuming torque is this thing, this what do they call these now? Now that I started calling it a torque because of the book, not because of the game. I don't know what they're really called, but staff. There we go. So he's holding some sort of a staff. He has antlers. He has the voice of the forest, I suppose. So other than that, it's bronze. Okay. I mean, this has antlers, but I don't think this is bronze. Textured. Oh wait, if the torque is this, the torque, could the torque be a snake? A name for a snake? Plus we're not looking for him himself, so it's not gonna be this. Do we have anything snake-like here? Interesting. I'm gonna flip this back over here. Okay. I mean, could it be this? Could it be this? Let's see. Why do I keep forgetting the exact... So bronze... So yeah, I'm not sure what torque is, really, but... Yep, it is bronze. It's smooth, rigid, nothing to remark. Strong sense of being watched. Okay, it gives a sense of being watched. I mean, if it can read the patterns of nature, it's watching at all times. I feel like this is a very big possibility of it being the item we're looking for. But let's just check anything else that could... anything else that could be... Could this be bronze? Also bronze, okay. Raised detailing, nothing to remark. Nothing to remark there, so... I feel like this over that. Also the antlers, you know, like I mean, these aren't antlers, are they? Let's see what else counts as bronze. This is wood, isn't it? Yeah, this is wood. Okay, sir. Give us a moment. Okay, okay. Does this look like it could be possibly bronze? My heart feels lighter. Interesting. Okay, it's not this item. One item that actually seems like it's... Is this bronze? Nope. What about you guys over here? This is bronze. Wood, a dark green. See, this has like forest vibes to me. But no perception of anything. So far, the most likely is this. This too might have some significance. Okay. So the voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. I mean, again, other than this being bronze, there don't seem to be many indicators that it might be it. This one too is bronze, but also has this inner perception of being watched. So I'm going to just go with this, and I hope we pick. Oh no! Okay, I apologize. We have definitely picked the wrong item. Interesting. Well, okay, now we have two items that have the same thing in common. They're both bronze. Okay, forest nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers, of a stag, often wearing or holding, but we don't care what he's wearing. Oh, a torque. Could that thing around his neck be the torque? I'm thinking things in his arms. Hold on. Didn't we see? There we go. Didn't we check this earlier? This looks like... Okay, this is gonna be it, isn't it? This is bronze. Not even texture, nothing to remark. Come on. Nothing to remark. But I think this is it. I'm gonna just go with this. I just have a feeling this is the correct item. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Item that's made of bronze, and a similar looking item appears around the neck. So this is what that is, not the staff. Okay. There's some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into the world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. Okay, so that's another book entry that's probably referring to this thing. Okay, so that's it. We made it through our first day at the store. I am going to leave it here. It's a nice little introduction to the game. Gonna end the day just because it gives us a little ending summary. So, end of day 1, the black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet. Oh, actually, I remember these used to be some sort of a puzzle in and of themselves. So, the black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Okay. We might need to check Backbarrow next time. All right. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's asking us to follow. Okay. Ooh. What is it we're drawing? Okay. And then? Ooh, shackles. Interesting. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Ooh, okay. So, see, this always kind of makes you want to just jump right back in. This is basically telling us that we're probably going to have to look at our map and find a prison or some sort of a jail or a cell where an escaped prisoner could run from, and then using our compass we're gonna try and find that first building and see what he hid in there, or she. So the second day starts off with this little tip here, and if I'm not mistaken, also this is what was done already. What was the area called? Something with a B, with the story with the horse. But anyway, see, it's so easy to get sucked in to start playing day 2. I'm gonna leave it here. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to know if you're as intrigued as I am to figure out what all these items do and what the bigger story has in store for us. Day 2 looks like the rain has stopped. It's gonna be another chill day, and hopefully we'll go on a bit more exploration. We'll figure out a little bit more of this puzzle. I hope you enjoyed escaping the seriousness of life by joining me here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, that way you'll always be informed when new side quests have been explored. And I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle. But I hope I didn't struggle too much that you had to yell at me through the screen. Thanks again for joining me. I'm your host, Coco, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Bye!